Hello folks, Fuzz here bringing you more Lair of the Lost Lord DLC expansion content for you today for Ni No Kuni 2, and I've got to say I'm really enjoying this. When this was announced I was like, okay, a new dungeon, probably something we've seen before, you know, in terms of the Dreamer's Doors and that, but I'll wait and see how it all plays out. But I'm really enjoying it because the whole dungeon, not only is it a huge piece of content in and of itself, but it keeps breaking off for various side quests and stuff which take us off around the world, and I'm loving trying to hunt down some of the really powerful equipment as well, this golden legendary equipment. So there's just lots of interesting stuff being thrown our way, and today we're going to be taking another detour as the Labyrinth is going to be sending us out on another side quest. So in order to kick this one off, you just have to proceed down to floor 43 of the Labyrinth by normal means, and everything will happen for you automatically in terms of what you need to do. So first of all, you're going to see there's another tainted enemy, this level 80 Hamlet, I think it was called. Oh yeah, it says up at the top of the screen there. And he's going to introduce a new mechanic for us. This one is spawning these kind of totem things that when they're active, actually prevent the main boss from taking any damage whatsoever. So, you know, an interesting new mechanic for us to figure out. Now, the way we do this is that along with the, whatever it is, I'm saying a totem, but whatever that thing is that spawns, it's also going to spawn random adds. Now, the totem itself can't really be damaged unless the adds themselves are killed, and the boss can't be damaged unless the totem is destroyed. So you kind of have this chain where you have to kill the adds first, then kill the totem, and then unleash, you know, damage against the boss. And of course, he can spawn multiple of these throughout the encounter, although he only did one for me in this case. But it's an interesting new mechanic, and this is really an introduction to it here with this fight. So you can't proceed to the next floor at the moment. Even once you've killed that boss, we do have to go ahead and just play the story out here. So let's see what the party are telling us. Okay, so once we've gone through that bit of dialogue, we're just going to go ahead and open the chest here. Best grab the orbs before we do so. Obviously, the more orbs that we use on these boss chests, then the more powerful item we're likely to find. Unfortunately, I did spend quite a bit of time completing the objectives on the previous floors, not realising I was only going to have time to build up 300 before the opportunity to use them. And I can't really save them either because, as I say, we don't have the option to go to the next floor at this point. So we will have to just go ahead and spend them here no matter what. We won't save them, of course. We won't be able to save them for our next visit. Unfortunately, not the greatest item. But you can't know that, can you, until you go ahead and open the chest. Right, so as we enter out of the labyrinth once more, making our way back to the entrance hall, which is, as I say, the only thing we can do, we're going to kick off the next part of the story here for the DLC, which is going to kickstart the quest for us, or the side quest that we haven't yet begun.
Hello. Uh-huh. Huh?
What the flip?
Flippin' heck. Hmm? Listen. What? You're right.
We'll accept the quest at this point then automatically, and Broadleaf is going to be our next destination, so I'm just going to go and save somewhere, and I'll meet you there. So just head over to the side quest objective on the map. Okay, so I've gone ahead and teleported to the quest objective, literally, and immediately we're thrust into a cutscene.
Sure.
Uh-huh.
Mm-hmm.
Hey,
Sure. Mm-hmm.
listen. Mmm.
And oh no, we've got to go back to the factory, which is like my worst dungeon in this place. It was so confusing that first run through. But hopefully, you know, it won't be so bad now since we've pretty much got everything into the correct position. At least that's what I'm hoping for. We'll have to find out for sure, no doubt, as we get there. But it looks like we're going to take on another boss encounter at the end of this dungeon, so as to hopefully restore everything back to normal here in Broadleaf. So let's just double check now exactly where we need to be. Well, so far the enemies are still, I believe, the same level that they were previously, it seems. So we can just, I hope anyway, make our way across by ignoring them and start making our way towards the next objective, which is exactly what I'm going to do, guys. I'm not going to make you watch everything. So just jump all over the place. Hopefully we'll get there. If there's any issues, I'll let you know. Alright folks, so as far as I'm aware then for this floor here, the only thing we need to do is make your way to this point. Okay, hopefully you can see where I am on the map there. I'm at the second console, not the first. And we're going to go ahead and flick that, so that'll just bring the platforms into place. I'm assuming they're going to be starting in the same positions that they are for me, for you as well. But once you've gone ahead and flipped those so that they are, well, as they are now for me, then you can just run across those and hopefully, with any luck, just all the way to the quest objective. And then we can go ahead and speak to this robot thing here.
Yes. Oh, come on.
Seems we're not getting out of this one without a fight. So we've got to take care of a level 77 bludgeon bot. I'm loving the name there. Now, do we have to kill anything? It looks like we are going to have to, since that thing's got a shield over it. And there's a possibility of one of those things that's going to remove that shield, is it? I'm not sure. Maybe not. It's going down. There we go. Fairly easy fight, actually. Grab the loot. So it looks like we're going to have to traverse other areas of the factory now. There's just no getting out of it, is there, unfortunately? Still, at least it's nowhere near as bad as the Great Crystal from Final Fantasy XII. I know many of you that have watched my series on that will understand my feelings towards that place.
Listen.
Ah, stuff to read. Adventures in Autonomous Cognition Part 1. Magic is central to all that we are. The magic of fire lights the sky above, while the magic of water gives birth to life on the land below. Without magic, civilization could not exist. And yet it is a force that remains far beyond the reach of most. The gifted few wield it freely, while the common man can only stare on in awe. This fundamental inequality has always troubled me, and so I resolved to address it by creating machines that will make the wonders of magic available to all. Now, at last, despite all my critics have thrown at me, the first such machine is complete. PURL, my prototype unifunctional robotic lifeform.
Wow.
Yes!
Okay, so it looks like we're starting to get somewhere now with this quest, and we've got the first part of the shutdown password. And it now looks like we need to head into the next level. I don't think there's going to be a closer teleport location. There isn't. So we're going to have to make our way there manually, it seems, unfortunately. Now, in order to do that, let me just check the map here. We're going to have to swing the blue thing back around, the blue platform, and then back around again once we get to the next terminal. So first of all, we'll swing it here to give us access to actually run across to the other side at this point on it. Just like that. And then over here we come back to the first terminal, trying to avoid these guys, but they're low level, so that shouldn't be a problem now. And then swing the terminal again. Okay, and that'll give us access. If I actually run across the correct path, of course. Oh dear, you might want to save your game as well, I'll leave that up to you. And then once we're on the outside of the floor, we can just run around until we reach the outside area, and that'll take us up to the next floor. By the way, there's a memory here for Roland, you can grab that, I've already grabbed it. And again, just avoiding the enemies here as we proceed up the stairs. Right, I'm going to have a fiddle about on the next floor then, guys, to see how it is we can access the next part of the quest, and then I'll come and show that to you so that you haven't got to, you know, struggle to try and figure that out on your own, if, of course, you don't want to. It might just be a simple case, though, following the path. So let's have a look. We're just going to head around here, up the stairs, and across here, across the red platform, then the blue, back over to the red one that's on the other side, a little bit higher up. And we might have to knock this red switch here. Let's give that a go. That'll turn all the reds around, of course. Okay, and then we're just going to head across to the blue platform, which won't have turned, fortunately. Let's make sure I'm going the right way. I believe so. No, go away. Okay. And I'm hoping that's all there is to it. I mean, it seems pretty simple, just having to hit one console. But it looks like it is. There's the quest dude. And no doubt there's going to be another fight. Maybe I'm wrong. I honestly don't know, guys. Let's find out. Yes, it seems we have to defeat these things before we're able to go ahead and crack the password, or be given the passwords. So, nothing in terms of any ads on this encounter. Go on. There we go. That was even easier than the first. I'm level 104 now. Managed to get 4 levels so far within the first 40 floors of the Labyrinth. Even though the first 20 we didn't actually do, did we? Because the game said we could skip them.
Hey!
Just pause the video if you want to read that. I don't want to read through it all again.
What the?
There's password part 2 then.
Yes!
And so now we've got to get to the final file. And I suspect that's going to be on the 3rd floor, of course. So, yeah, we need to make our way there. Just let me check the pattern here. We are going to have to turn the blue platform, unfortunately. Bit annoying, that is. Alright, I'll figure that out, guys, and get back to you. I'm going to be starting from this location then here, folks, okay? So we're just going to make our way down here. I thought the game had crashed there for a moment. I was a bit concerned. Across the blue platform and down to this red switch, which we are going to go ahead and activate. And I haven't tested this myself, so I really hope this is going to work. This little plan that I've formulated. It might not, you never know. Okay, this gives us access then to the red platform over yonder. I'll just check. Yep, okay, go away. So we need to go ahead now and head down here. Like this. And then from here we're going to head over to here. And do we need to use this red platform? No, no we don't. I don't think. Let's go ahead and use it. Okay, and then we're going to jump up here. Across here. Yeah, I think this is the right way, guys. And then over to this blue switch on this side. Yeah, that jump we just did, that confused me big time previously. You know, when we was going to the story section of this place, I mean. We're going to jump down here, try and avoid the enemies, if we can, across the blue platform, and I think we're out of this place. Okay, I am going to save at this point. I haven't done so since coming in, so probably a good opportunity to do just that, and then I'll meet you back up at the next level. Okay, guys? And I'm just approaching the quest objective robot on the next floor now. I didn't show you the path here because it was completely linear. I didn't have to touch any platforms or anything. I just literally ran all the way here. So very simple. Okay, seems like we've got the 3rd encounter here, and it's still the same thing, a level 77 bludgeon bot 2.0. So nothing special. I don't know why the first one spawned ads though. The others haven't appeared to do so. Maybe we just killed them faster before they had a chance to summon them. Okay, if there's any big pieces of dialogue in this bit, you can go ahead and pause the video again if you so wish. I'll just skip through it for the time being.
Hey!
And that's what we came for. The shutdown password part 3.
Uh-huh. Listen.
Aha. Mm-hmm.
What the?
Yeah. All right.
Come on.
I'm liking the way that we're getting some backstory as well now for Bracken. We previously did for Tani and Bartu, and now of course we are for Bracken, as I mentioned, which is pretty cool the way they've incorporated these stories into the DLC. Right, so let's see if we can go ahead and teleport now. Yes, we can. Save making our way there manually. We're just going to port over to the testing floor, which is above our current location, of course. And probably a good idea to save again, since I'm guessing this is where the boss encounter for this side quest is going to take place. I could even see it over there in the distance as well. 170 hours, eh? Oh, crikey. As Lofty might say. Right then, so let's see what this is about.
Hey.
Right, so we're battling against Pearl now. Gizmo Supremo 1. The combat technicians known as Gizmo Supremos use a variety of tricks and traps to turn the tide of battle in their favour. Simply open the skill palette as usual using R2. Okay, and then switch to the gadget palette using up or down on the D-pad and trigger your chosen gadget with the standard buttons. Oh, right, okay. So we've got a new set of abilities, have we? So hold R2 down, press up. Ah, that's interesting stuff there. Right, let's try one of these, shall we? Okay. Looks like there's some kind of gravity thingy there. And we can switch between them quite easily. I've got nothing else left to cast at the moment though. Oh dear, need to still focus on health and stuff though. Let's go ahead and just heal up, I think. Right, so I wonder how we respawn those things. Those gadget abilities. I've not seen anything that tells us how to do that yet. Oh right, I see, they're on a recharge timer. Now that it's been a few seconds, I can see them recharging. Oh, that's interesting then. So we'll kill the ads while we've got the chance to. Can we recast them yet? Not quite.
Now's your time to shine.
Is it just Bracken that can use those, I wonder? I'll test that out a little bit later. For now, let's just go ahead and continue beating this thing down. I would like to try and cast that ability again, but we won't get the chance to. Oh, that's interesting then. Some new abilities to take forward for us.
Hi. Oh. Mm. Mm? What? But...
Hey.
Listen. Mm-hmm. What the? What the? Ah. What's the big idea? Uh-huh.
Ah, well, that was a interesting encounter. Seems like our work is done. Broadleaf has returned to normal operation. And we made a friend and lost a friend within the space of 5 minutes.
Hey!
Mm-hmm. All right.
Okay, get a reward. New gun.
Ha! Uh-huh. Yeah.
Okay, so there's the quest completed, and we get the Ogre's Axe as our next reward as well for that particular quest. And we can now select the Gizmo Supremo Marshal method from the equipment screen. Okay, so that's what we used in that previous battle. The various tricks and traps available to the Gizmo Supremo can be used to gain an advantage in all kinds of situations. For example, you can use a burial bomb to put paid to a monster wound with ease. Ah, and a level as well to boot. Fantastic stuff. So yeah, I'm going to explore some of those new Gizmo abilities that we've unlocked and really see, you know, what's the ideal situation to use them in and whatnot. But I think that'll be it for today's episode, guys. So we've gone on for long enough, I think. You've had enough of me rambling on for one day, no doubt. But yeah, thanks for stopping by and joining the episode. Hope you enjoyed it. And do come back soon as we continue on with our trek through the Labyrinth here in the DLC for Ni No Kuni 2. Have a fantastic day, everybody, and I'll see you next time.